Okay, and we are live. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with this evening's live stream, 7:35 p.m. Spain mainland time, 6:35 in the Canaries. 25th of August, the month has flown by, and as always, we're going to take a look at some stories today, some stories that were in the Spanish press, stories over the weekend. We'll also take a look at some comments that have been left on the channel in recent times by viewers, the usual format, and then in the second half of this evening's live stream, into the chat section, check out what is happening there, and say hello to the viewers this evening. Now, straight into the news and the immigration crisis or migration crisis that is dominating headlines at the moment here in Spain, with all of the people arriving from Africa to places like the Canary Islands, to places like the Balearic Islands. And today it has been reported that the central government has sent 515 migrant youths disguised as adults to Andalusia. The government has sent at least 515 migrant minors to Andalusia who were disguised as adults in the groups that the central government typically transfers to the autonomous communities, primarily from the Canary Islands, where the migration pressure has overwhelmed the care systems of the region. These transfers have been occurring at least since the beginning of 2024, according to sources from the Andalusian Ministry of Social Inclusion, Youth, Families and Equality, led by Loles Lopez, as explained to El Mundo. So far this year, the prosecutor's office has confirmed that a total of 515 migrant minors have arrived in the Andalusian community, integrated within groups of adult migrants, as if they too were of legal age, the sources from the regional government noted. So the central government doing what it can to to place in other parts of Spain from the Canary Islands these migrant youths, as we know, and virtually none of the autonomous communities want to take the lot of migrant youths that are in the Canary Islands currently, so the central government has to do it a different way, and disguised as adults being sent to Andalusia, because as we know, the political situation in Spain, where some autonomous communities are controlled by the right side of politics and some by the left, we know that they don't want to take the amount that the government is suggesting. So the government looking for other ways to get these youths onto mainland Spain and help alleviate the crisis in the Canary Islands when it comes to resources, care resources, as we saw. Second piece of news here, and what do foreigners in Spain work in? Half of the Chinese work in commerce and a third of the Moroccans work in agriculture. Spain records a historic high of 21.4 million workers, a peak that would never have been reached without foreign labour. These workers, who now make up 13% of those registered with Social Security, are driving the positive evolution of the labour market. While the number of Spanish workers has increased by 1.7% in the last year, the number of foreign workers grew by 7.5%. Most of them work in the most precarious sectors with lower wages and longer hours, but with notable differences depending on their country of origin. At the request of this newspaper, the Social Security provided details on these differences with a level of specificity, I think is the word, not sure, that reveals the distribution of the 10 nationalities with the greatest presence in the Spanish labour market. Romanians stand out in construction and factories, Moroccans in agriculture, Colombians in social services, Italians in high value added activities, and Chinese in hospitality and commerce. Specificity, I think that word is, not sure, but I'll see if I can get it out. And here we can see the areas here when it comes to the 10 most common nationalities among foreign employees, representing 58% of those working in Spain. We've got Romania, Morocco, Colombia, Italy, Venezuela, China, Peru, Ecuador, Ukraine, and Portugal, and we can see the numbers. So 334,000 Romanians, more or less, 12.5% of the total. Morocco, Colombia, etc. So there we go when it comes to foreign workers in Spain, and often, as we saw, in the most precarious jobs with the lowest salaries are foreign workers in this country. And the final piece of news: why Spain is an urbanistically ugly country? There we go, down the road with a happy heart. But when we look out the window, the view becomes blurred with rows of sad townhouses, chaotic developments, islands of horrendous buildings, and enormous industrial warehouses. It's a devastated landscape. The question is, how is it possible that a country so beautiful with such diverse territories can be so uniformly ugly in its urban planning? We are living through a long history of patrimonial devastation, whether natural, architectural or cultural, responds journalist Andres Rubio. In his book España Fea, or Ugly Spain, released in 2022, Rubio denounces that the degree of demolition and horrible construction in towns, cities and outskirts has reached unsustainable levels. The destruction began during the Francoist developmentalism, I think that word is. We don't want a Spain of proletarians, we want a Spain of property owners, declared José Luis de Arrase, Francoist Minister of Housing, on a Saturday in May 1959, before a group of real estate agents under the slogan "Many developers, builders, government officials and architects got to work." So there we go, Spain urbanistically ugly, according to the author of that book and the journalist of the writer of this article, agreeing with him that we have the rows of sad townhouses, chaotic developments, and islands of horrendous buildings, and the big industrial estates that are all over the landscape here in Spain. And I must admit, when I do go and visit some towns and cities in this country, they are urbanistically speaking, of course, quite ugly, not very pleasant on the eye. But again, the opinion of some, maybe not all. Now into the comment section here. First one from Alan, valued member, also in the chat today. Buy the biggest air fryer you can. Thanks, Alan. I've been looking into air fryers, haven't got one yet, but I imagine that if you want to be able to cook something like a whole chicken or something like that in the air fryer, you need to get a fairly big tray. So Alan suggesting to get the biggest one there possible. And this comment here also from Phil. His mother-in-law got suckered into buying an air fryer through her mobile phone service. She liked it so much she bought one for us. So far it's been used every day. Would highly recommend getting one. So there we go. Phil speaking very highly of the air fryer, as many people have done in the chat. So with Alan's comment here, get the biggest one you can, and Phil also recommending the air fryer. Maybe it's something that I have to do in order to improve my skills in the kitchen. Don't know whether a better quality of food will come out of the kitchen with an air fryer. That's the question. What will it replace? Will it replace the traditional oven? Will it replace frying techniques? Don't know. It's called an air fryer, but apparently it works like an oven, or at least that's what I've been told. So I'll look into it more, and as I said, when I get one, I'll let you guys know. One here from Guy. I'm 65 and don't recognize the world I'm currently living in. What has happened to common sense and basic decency and respect I experienced when I was a kid? It's beyond me how the world has degraded. Call me a boomer, but that's a fact. Yeah, thanks, Guy. Obviously disenchanted with the way that the world's going and the world that Guy's currently living in. 65 years of age and doesn't recognize it. Values are gone. Basic decency gone. Respect gone. And, knows that he's a boomer, as we can see here. And people tended to agree with this comment, I think, in the comment section. So that's where some people are at, thinking the world is going. Other people are more optimistic, I suppose. But some people are a little bit pessimistic with the current state of the world and all of the aggression that's going on out there currently. One here from Enrique. I found it absurd that the Mossos de Escuadra should have been assigned to catch Puigdemont when they report directly to the Generalitat, or the government of Catalonia. The Madrid government didn't say a word. Ridiculous. Yeah, thanks for that, Enrique. Well, I suppose the way Spain works is that the central government, when it wants to, gets involved, but when it doesn't want to, it just washes its hands of things like this, and Mr. Puigdemont was the classic example. Don't want to get involved. It's not our issue from Madrid, even though we have police forces in Catalonia, the National Police and the Civil Guard, of course. They don't have full responsibility. Catalonia, of course, having its own police force, which is in control of that autonomous community for many things, except for borders, I think, and some other things along those lines. Passport control in Catalonia would be National Police, borders would be Civil Guard, I imagine. So, the Mossos de Escuadra yesterday putting its hand up, or the day before, saying, look, we made some mistakes, Puigdemont got away. But at the end of the day, I don't really think it's of that much importance, as the Catalonian politicians try to work out what they're going to do going forward, whether Mr. Puigdemont will maintain a high profile, or are people coming after that position in his party. Time will tell. One here from Teddy. Thanks for the vid, Stuart. My dad was one of 9 kids. He's 89. Most girls I know shudder at the thought of having more than 1 or 2 kids. This fall in childbirth, it sort of ruins the racist argument that we are full. There will be nobody to look after an ageing population and no tax to pay for their pensions. We will welcome the immigrants to Europe and beyond in years to come. I think how sad that people are forced to choose over having a family or buying a house. Yeah, Teddy, that's the declining birth rates here in Spain. Not only an issue in Spain, it's an issue in many European countries. People don't have big families anymore, 9 kids, unless there's some type of religious motivation behind it. I know a friend of mine goes to, his kids go to a Catholic school here in Spain, and 1 or 2 of the teachers have big families, 6 or 7 plus kids, but obviously, as I said, some religious reasons behind that. But the rest of the population, no. 1, maybe 2, 3 if you're lucky. 3 here in Spain is considered a numerous family. You do get some government incentives, but many people just saying no to kids. And having 9 kids nowadays, wowee. Yeah, I'm not sure too many people would be willing to go down that path anymore, unlike Teddy's dad back in the day, that family there, 1 of 9. And I'm sure that we all know my parents' generation, for example, and Teddy's there, the people that had big families, 6, maybe 7 kids in a family, quite common back in the day, post World War II, of course. And the final comment here from David. Great job, Stu, about all these people who have disappeared that you mentioned. If they have truly disappeared, how do you know whether they went voluntarily or not? Yeah, good question, David. I think reading further into that story, a lot of the people that go missing return after the first week or so. So they're reported missing. We saw some 15,000 or so people reported missing last year in Spain, but around 60 or 70% return within the first week or month, I think, of disappearing. And the reasons are, of course, that they disappear voluntarily for that period of time. There's no malice behind those disappearances. People are not disappearing, being taken by somebody for whatever reason. They're just maybe, I don't know, deciding to go on a bender for a week or something. I've got no idea. But people are missing. People go missing. Their families report them missing, but then they show up a week or so later, according to the article that I read into a little bit further. So that's how they get those statistics, I believe, David. But thanks for asking. Now, time to move on, change the backdrop picture. This one was sent in today by Peter, and it's a place, I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's called Casares. I think it's in the Valencian community, but don't quote me on that. And a nice sunrise, maybe, or sunset, not sure, coming over the coast there. So thanks, Peter, for sending that one through. And if you've got a similar picture that you would like to see on the backdrop, the email is this one here, spainspeaks@gmail.com. Feel free to send pictures to that email address, or anything else that you would like to bring to my attention today or in the future when it comes to news related to Spain. That is the email address. as I said, feel free to send those pictures or news through. Now I'll just all right, there we go, got that organised. Now, people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's Buy Me a Coffee, Super Thanks here on YouTube, Super Chat, Patreon supporters, thank you very much. People that also have become members of the channel, thank you very much for that. And also people that haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. And also the little notifications bell that we have next to it, so that you know whenever a video is going to be posted, you get a little notification, ding, ding, ding. And also, if you haven't hit the like icon yet, please do so. Currently sitting at 42 likes. Let's see if we can get up to a decent tally today as far as likes are concerned. Now, into the chat section. I've got a super chat here from Marcus. Thanks, Marcus, for that. What does it say here? Quite de bochorno. What's that? Quite de bochorno here in Campo Amor today. And red flags at the beach. There we go. Thanks, Marcus. What was the red flags for? Currents or strong winds? Let me know. Let me know what the red flag was for. Let's scroll up to the top. First one that I can see here from Andrew. Good evening, Stuart and all. Hope you're having a good weekend. Coming to you from sunny but cool and windy London southeast. Thanks for that, Andrew. Good to see you. Pamela saying hello, coming in from the south of Spain. Barbara, valued member, also coming in here from the Playa Flamenca. Yes, it's a beach town between. It's a beach between Torrevieja and La Thenia. It has been 30 degrees today with a risk of storms this evening. Thank you very much for that, Barbara. Erica coming in from an always muggy Terrassa. Might have a storm today or tomorrow. The sky is overcast and the clouds are building up. Hope everyone has enjoyed the weekend, chilling out with a glass of Aaron. There we go. High Flyer John coming in from a hot Zante. All the best, John. John travelling at the moment. What else we got here? We got TOL. We saw a comment from Al before. Hola, mis queridos amigos and compañeros de viajes desde San Diego asoleado y 24 degrees Celsius there today. 123 coming in from County Waterford, Ireland. Changeable weather patterns here. Currently hazy and warm, enjoying a glass of Spanish red while I prepare a chicken for the air fryer. 45 minutes and done. There we go. So maybe it's a time thing, the air fryers. Air fryers are, maybe it's quicker to do it in the air fryer than it is to do it in the traditional oven, maybe. Not sure. How long would it take to do a chicken in a normal oven? Hour plus? Hour and 10 maybe, depending on the size of the chicken, not sure, but 45 in the air fryer, so time saving. Amanda coming in from a dull and windy Shropshire. Good to see you, Amanda. Bronnie coming in from South Wales in the UK. Cool 16 degrees Celsius there, enjoying the live stream. Best wishes, Bronnie. Jeff coming in from Thousand Oaks, California. Cheers, sir. Good to see you, Jeff. Don't think I've seen Jeff before in the chat section. Fred coming in today from Montreal, 25 degrees. We enjoy the show. Thanks, Fred, for that. Glad you enjoy it. GA Richards. So that is taking underage people. Not sure what that's related to, that comment, but maybe we'll find out. What else we got going on here? Sunny coming in from Basingstoke. Looking forward to taking her grandson, Logan, home to Valencia on Wednesday. Of course, I will be having a holiday there too. Good luck with that trip, Sunny. Hope all goes well. Renan coming in from a sunny San Diego, California. Fluttergirl coming in from a warm and sunny Toronto. What else? Let's have a look here. Air fryers are a nuisance to wash, though, says Amanda. So there's always a catch. A nuisance to wash is the air fryer. So I might have to keep that in mind. Marcus quite likes the air fryer, but they are really just a small tabletop fan oven. Note they do stink out the kitchen unless you can place them under an extractor fan. Yes, I do clean the basket. So there we go. So we're seeing some cons maybe of the air fryer. Stinking out the kitchen unless you can get them under that extractor fan. Dave, Madrid correspondent. Hola, amigo. Good to see you, Dave. Back from holiday, of course. Last week up in the north of Spain. Dan Quixote coming in from Ulster, there in the north of Ireland. What else? Let's have a look. Another thing, says Marcus, about the air fryer is that the interior is all Teflon. We've been meticulously removing all Teflon from our kitchen recently over health concerns. So there we go. Another negative aspect of the air fryer, Teflon. Were they married men who went out for milk? Maybe they were the missing people, Dave. Went out for milk, didn't come back for a week. Possibly the case. Got caught up at the local bar with some friends and went on from there. What else we got going on here? Bronny saying, beautiful photo. Thanks, Bronny, for that. Yeah, Peter sent through a nice photo of that area there, Casares. Faith coming in from Xeraco Playa. What else? Let's have a look here quickly. Backdrop is the Playa Ancha in the Provincia de Malaga, says Andrew. It could be Andrew. Not 100% sure where it is. I think she might have mentioned in her email. Let me see if I can find it here in the email exactly what it says. Let me check. No, Torre de la Sal, apparently. Casares Costa. Let me see where that is exactly. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me, but yeah, so Casares Costa, from what I can see here, is in Malaga, I think, or maybe Cadiz, but it's down there on the Mediterranean, I think. Yeah. Maybe Malaga, maybe Cadiz, or maybe on the border between those two, I would say. But, yeah, Malaga is true. Playa Ancha. Stan coming in from California. Good to see you, Stan. Here we go with the chicken. So 1.5 kilogram chicken, 90 minutes in an oven. Air fryer, quick, easy clean, no smell, perfect every time. So there we go, no smell according to 123 here. And 45 minutes instead of 90 minutes in that air fryer. But of course, I imagine the basket is a decent size to be able to get a whole chook in it. Faith, glad to have made a live stream. Really like the content. Great job. Thank you very much for that. Alex saying, Stu, will you ever visit South America and do a video from there? Would be interesting to compare to Spain. Obviously much more expensive than visiting Portugal. Yeah, I've been to South America in my time, Alex, many, many years ago. Of course, not since I've been doing videos, of course. But yeah, I would love to get to some parts of South America, go back to Argentina, maybe visit Uruguay, Chile, Peru, all of the countries down there. Obviously, we're talking about a huge size continent there to get around, so I don't want to be too ambitious, but at least 2 or 3 countries on a visit down there. Harry coming in from Edinburgh. Good to see you, Harry. And Jeff, I imagine, coming in from Malaga, but saying where this picture's taken, probably Malaga, exactly. So Malaga province is the picture. Now that's the end of the chat. So, here we go. One more. One from Kathy coming in from Valencia. Hope you're doing well. Great videos. Appreciate everything you do for us. Thanks, Kathy, for that. Now, on that note, I'm going to wrap the live stream up. It's been a pleasure as always. Run out of chat content to go through. Back again tomorrow with another regular news video, so stay tuned for that. Hasta luego. Hasta entonces. Adios. Bye-bye.